Hey guys, DBAS Tech Solutions here. Who wants one of these? They're $25 each. To go more in depth with them, this tiny little PCB here adapts a Dell OptiPlex 9020 small form factor edition motherboard, power switch, and hard drive LED to an aftermarket PC case motherboard. Front I/O, pardon me. This one here I believe is for the audio panel. So you plug in a 3/4 usual into that. Most of everything is a no connect, but it's there. Some of it gets connected, some of it doesn't. But that's a front I/O right there. This, I believe, here is the USB. So it connects the USB devices, the front USB ports on your aftermarket PC case to the Dell OptiPlex board. In order for these to work, you obviously need to have a deep understanding on how to solder first, because you need to solder these types of connectors, obviously without the hooking tabs, just the connectors alone, and the terminals, to the PCBs first before you can actually use them. I only sell to people who know how to do that. Here's the power switch LED and stuff. And here is the front USB I/O that I was showing you before. That's this little guy here. Now, as I said before, these are $25 each, and that's including shipping, because the tiny little envelope that I would ship these in would be padded, and it'll cost about $3, $4, $5. The PCBs themselves are only $20 each set. But they work just like any other normal front I/O on your main board. You just adapt the Dell OptiPlex small form factor edition motherboard to a aftermarket PC case, and then you can stick an expensive GPU in the system. They do have PCIe Gen 3 at least, which is 7.2 gigabits per second, I believe. But at least you're able to stick a big GPU on a old system and not happen to spend over $2,000 for a board, or a main board, CPU upgrade or RAM upgrade. You could just simply keep the existing RAM or replace the RAM with better quality DDR3 or something. Replace the GPU with something awesome, like an RTX 3060 or an RTX 3050 or something, depends on your budget. You chuck these three in there, on that aftermarket board, like an Asus Prime, not an Asus Prime, what the hell? These are for the Dell OptiPlex board, not an Asus Prime, what the hell? You chuck the pins of a dead Asus Prime board onto these, and you're away basically. You can use any pins really, you just stick them through the holes, I guess. The silt skin outlines where you need to stick the pins and terminals through. And the other side has a smaller silt skin designed and written for the proprietary connectors themselves. Now, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Nabil Y from freelancer.com that helped me make these. If you guys want to check out freelancer.com, there's a link in the description below. There is also a link in the description below for my bio. Bio.site store if you want to lodge an inquiry. You can also lodge an inquiry to DBAS Justice. That's on the website if you have been denied credit for discriminatory reasons. That being said, I've been DBAS Tech Solutions. Just realised that was upside down the entire time. Anyway, I've been DBAS Tech Solutions. Thank you very much. Let's see how many people want these things. Yoo-hoo!